Kadesh.
Can I drive in peace? Please?
We're going to the Sand Museum. See you later, guys.
Keep recording, I'm not gonna go.
The concept of the Sand Museum is traveling around the world in sand. Each year, a new theme is chosen for a year-long exhibition. This year, exhibition will be a large run of 18 months until January 2024. Egypt was chosen because the year 2022 marks the centennial of both Egyptian independence and the discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb. Before making a sand sculpture, they build a large block of sand and the work is scraped from it. Materials used are only sand and water. Sculptures use a variety of tools like shovels or painting knives. When an exhibition term ends, the sculptures are crushed into sand. Later, the same sand turns into new work. We're here in Sand Museum. We just arrived. Look at their team. This Sand Museum is the only indoor museum here in Japan. And all the international sculpture travel around the world, and this year their theme is about Egypt. These are the 14th exhibit around the world. These are all the international sculptures who did the theme this year. Look at their guys, they are very talented. Wow. The theme is made only with sand and water. Wow. We're about to enter the indoor museum. Travel around the world. The sand of Egypt. This is the theme for this year. Look at the guys. Oh wow. This is the Luxor Temple in Egypt, the most well-known temple, and the artist is Andreas Piticus from Lithuania. Look at that. A bazaar or a souk in Arabic is bustling with people. Cairo became a trade hub as a maritime trading between the Mediterranean Sea and the Indian Ocean. Guys, it's really worth it. It's beautiful here. It's just all sand and water. The Nile River is the longest river in the world. Ancient Greek historian Herodotus once called Egypt the gift of the Nile. Artist Oscar Rodriguez from Spain. Mortuary Temple of Hatshepsut is renowned for its unique three massive terraces. In ancient Egypt, pharaohs built mortuary temples as places to conduct rituals for themselves after their death. And it's registered as World Heritage Site in 1979. Hatshepsut was noteworthy for being a rare female pharaoh. After the death of her husband, she initially ruled as regent to the young Thutmose III in few years. She was handling domestic affairs and also fostered peacefully relationship with surrounding nations to promote active trade. And the sculptor who did this sent Jill Harris from USA. This is the Eye of Horus. Each have different meaning. The right symbolized the sun, with the left was associated with the moon. Ancient Egyptians used this motif as an amulet to protect them against evil. First, the Pyramid Complex and the Great Sphinx of Giza, built 5,000 years ago during the Old Kingdom period. The Great Pyramid is the tomb of Pharaoh Khufu. Second, the Great Temple of Abu Simbel, located in the southern tip of Egypt. It is the famous temple built by Ramesses II, situated on the western bank of the Nile. Artist David Ducharme from Canada. Third, the small temple of Abu Simbel sits a little distance away from the Great Temple. Ramesses II built this temple for his beloved wife, and the artist is Neil Magee from Ireland. Ancient Egyptians believed in afterlife. During the kingdom period after the 16th century, scrolls called the Book of the Dead were placed in coffins to pray for a good voyage into afterlife. Artist Guy Olivier de Ville from Canada. Amenhotep IV, who later became Akhenaten, was a pharaoh from the 18th dynasty. He is notable by attempting religious reform by introducing Athenianism. Athenianism means monotheistic worship of the son of god Aten. The artist Dmitry Klimenko from Russia. The sphinxes on both sides are designed to have broken looks on purpose. Sphinx were said to be the incarnation of gods. Battle of Kadesh fought around 1274 BCE. and was a battle of territorial conflict between Egypt and Hittite Empire. Deceived by a spy false information, Pharaoh Ramesses II and his army came under attack by the Hittite Empire army in Kadesh, present-day Syria. And the artist is Ilya Filimontsev from Russia. Exploring the tomb of King Tut. This famous pharaoh, Tutankhamun, ruled for around a decade from 133 BCE. His name was lost to history. Everything changed with the discovery of his tomb by British archaeologist Howard Cartier in 1922, labeled the discovery of the century. It was the first royal burial to be found with mummy and burial objects intact. His father Akhenaten names were erased from the history too. The walls of the rooms where Tutankhamun's coffin was kept with 7 figures representing 3 scenes. Tutankhamun's successor Ai performs a mouth-opening ceremony on Tutankhamun's mummy dressed as Osiris. Second, in the form of his life is welcomed by Nut, the god of funeral in the underworld. Third, Tutankhamun's accompanied by his Ka soul embrace and welcome Osiris, the king of underworld.